let's talk about Raj Shamani, a man once celebrated for bringing powerful voices onto his podcast, now finds himself in the center of a storm. Recently, two things about him started spreading like wildfire across social media. First, a seemingly ordinary Instagram story shared by his manager Navya. Second, a resurfaced interview clip of veteran actor Anupam Kher, who spoke directly about his experience with Raj. At first glance, both moments appeared harmless, but when people began to zoom in, analyze, and connect the dots, the narrative shifted. Let's start with Navya's Instagram story. It was just a casual upload, nothing unusual, but eagle-eyed followers spotted something written on her laptop screen: paid podcasts, a single-column label that changed everything. The internet wasted no time. Audiences began claiming that a huge chunk of Raj's podcast guests didn't simply arrive for authentic conversations, they paid their way in. And, suddenly, a theory took shape. Raj wasn't just hosting guests, he was allegedly whitewashing reputations. The comments grew louder. People pointed to certain episodes, saying the conversations felt suspiciously one-sided. Questions weren't hard-hitting, follow-ups were missing. Instead, the format seemed to give guests a stage where they could polish their image, redirect narratives, and appear cleaner in front of millions watching. One viewer even remarked, "I didn't even need to see the Vijay Mallya episode. The Chahal one was enough for me to believe this man takes money from the powerful to fix their image." And just as this debate heated up, another piece of content exploded online, a video of Anupam Kher. In the clip, the actor revealed what happened when he went on Raj's show. He said Raj had asked him for advice, a mentor-to-student moment. So, Kher offered his wisdom. "Son, the change I see in you right now, it's not the right kind of change. Success should never make you arrogant. It should make you more humble." But according to Kher, Raj cut that entire portion out of the final podcast.
पॉडकास्ट किया था पर who was supposed to be, उसने मुझसे पूछा, आप अगर मुझे कोई राय देना चाहें तो क्या राय देंगे? फिर मैंने उसको एक लंबी राय दी कि बेटा ये थोड़ा जरा तो तुझ में चेंज आ रहा है ना, ये नजर आ रहा है मुझे। आप बात करते समय तो बड़े नम्र हो रहे हो, मगर ये जो आपका ऑफिस का एटमॉस्फेयर है वो चेंज हो गया है। पोर्शन काट दिया। ही इज फेक। सो व्हेनेवर आई सी हिम टॉकिंग अबाउट जेन्युइननेस, I will be questioning in my mind कि ये तो फेक आदमी है, इसने तो जो पोर्शन इसने कहा था मुझे कोई सलाह दो, वो काट दिया।
For Kher, this wasn't a small edit, it was proof that Raj was consciously shaping his content to remove criticism, even if it was honest advice from a respected figure. And so, Kher didn't mince his words. He labeled Raj fake and admitted that whenever he hears Raj talk about genuineness or authenticity again, that edit will always echo in his mind. The audience's perception shifted instantly because Raj's podcasts have always been long, sometimes stretching well over an hour. Editing is natural, of course. Not every conversation makes it into the final cut, but this wasn't just filler. This was guidance, real advice, and removing it made many wonder. Did Raj himself instruct his editors to cut anything that painted him in a negative light? After all, this isn't unusual in the creator economy. Podcasters often tell their teams exactly what kind of footage to keep and what to scrap. When Raj openly admits his conversation with Amir Khan went on for nearly 7 hours before being condensed into just over an hour for YouTube, it's clear how much selective editing happens behind the scenes. But was this selective editing or intentional image control? That's the question people are asking. And this isn't the first time a guest's appearance felt more like an image repair session than an authentic conversation. Take Party Singh, for example. When she came on the podcast, she repeatedly emphasized how well she treats the helpers in her home. She even linked it back to her own childhood, describing the struggles her mother went through. But viewers weren't convinced. Why? Because at the same time, Party was facing backlash online for exactly the opposite, her alleged mistreatment of house staff. So why bring up the topic on a podcast unprompted unless it was a deliberate attempt to clean up her public image? This pattern is what critics are pointing to. Podcasts are no longer just platforms for open dialogue. They're being seen as public relations tools, spaces where celebrities can purchase a safe environment to rewrite their story. And Raj isn't the only one under this spotlight. Other major Indian podcasters, from Ranveer Alabadia to countless YouTube creators, have also been accused of hosting paid podcasts. The practice isn't new, but Raj's brand was built on being relatable, raw, and real. That's why these allegations sting deeper. Because if the host himself is editing out criticism, allowing only curated praise, and giving celebrities room to present a rehearsed narrative, then is it really a podcast anymore? Or is it just another glossy PR campaign disguised as an interview? That's the irony now haunting Raj Shamani. For years, he's been called the man who helps others clean up their image. But today, the question everyone's asking is, who will clean up his?